So it's time for a second place playoff. What, a second place playoff? I hear you cry. It's usually third place playoff, isn't it? Well, yeah, but really, I had the idea for this because obviously the runner-up, Singha, was the runner-up in the Supermarket Premium Lager Taste Test Championship, and usually the runner-up gets second place, not in my championship necessarily, because although this put up a good fight against the Paulaner, I felt the margin was a bit narrower with the Krombacher. The Krombacher and the Paulaner, I really could not decide. Even though I had a good idea which one was which, I had so much trouble deciding which was better. This one nearly knocked out the Paulaner. It was a little bit more clear-cut in the final. I knew which one was which, but to be fair, in the semis I knew which one was which as well. And this one, you know, it's a really good beer. It beat the Warsteiner fair and square. It's a cracker, but is it better than the Krombacher? Obviously, I'm not just going to judge my memory and say, well, if this was possibly closer, it could have been a stronger bottle of Paulaner that was up against the Singha. Let's put these two guys together. I get to drink more of this amazing beer, and because there are some beers, there are some extraordinarily good beers that got knocked out, like the Menabrea got knocked out by the Paulaner as well. That's a really good beer. How far would that have gone in a different draw? So who knows? I might do a few more of these little taste tests, just to get a bit more of an idea of what the good beers are and what the not as good beers are. Basically, anything that's going to be in these taste tests now are absolutely amazing beers, and it's really just splitting hairs, really, to decide which is better and why. So, Krombacher, Singha. Let's do it blind. Let's do it blind. Why not? I probably know which one's which anyway, but it's a bit more fun when we do it blind, isn't it? So I'm going to get these bad boys poured into some glasses. The glasses, they've changed, actually. You may have seen that. I got this from Home Bargain. It's a Budvar glass. It's a nice Budvar glass, and it was a glass and a bottle of Budvar for $3.99, which I think is amazing, really, for a glass and a bottle of Budvar. I mean, the Budvars themselves are £1.65 there, so you get a glass thrown in for just over £2, which is amazing. I've got my old trusty Augustina glass because these are very close in size and stuff. Anyway, let's get these cracked open, let's get these poured, and let's see how they fare. Okay, beer's poured. And for those of you watching at home, this is which beer is which. Okay, that was which beer was which. Right, let's get nosing these. Let's get to having a look at them. So, let's look at the colour first of all. They both look lovely, crystal clear, absolutely crystal clear on both of them. They both got oh, actually no, this one's a little bit hazy. It's a little bit hazy. That one's more crystal clear. Yeah, they got medium carbonation by the look of it. This one had a bigger head before it when it poured. It poured quite lively, that one, so it went quite high up the glass. This one's got a little bit of fluffier, creamier head there. Still quite uneven heads. They've gone down a bit. They both poured with quite large heads, to be honest, these ones. But anyway, so let's have a look. What have we got? Let's nose this one first. I'm not going to spend ages on this thing, but we'll see. Okay, smells nice. Smells lemony. Smells citrusy. Grassy, a little bit creamy. Banging these beers, they really are. It's a really nice smell, that. Let's smell the other one. Okay. So that one's smelling maltier. I'm preferring the smell on that one to that one. That's what I'll say first. But again, it's not all about the smell; it's about the taste. So we'll have a go on tasting them, just to smell that one again. Yeah, thought I'd do these blind just because it's fun to do them blind, really. And yeah, I much prefer the smell on that one. I'll tell you what I think they are before I tell you which one I think's better. It's just a bit of a thing just to see. But yeah, that one's got a much nicer smell than that one. Right, I'm going to go for the old taste and we'll see what it's telling us. Cheers. Tasty, creamy, clean, zesty, lovely aftertaste, nice smooth aftertaste. Let's have a good old gulp of it. Very nice, decent gulp. Yeah, it's smooth. It's delicious. It's great. It's really nice. So, yeah, nose wasn't as impressed on that one, but it really has the flavour. Really nice tasting beer. Beautiful. Love it. Don't know which one that is yet. Bizarre. I would have thought I'd have known. I would have known a Krombacher from a Singha. Moment, I'm not sure. That could be either to me. Right, let's have a go on this one. I'm not sure whether I can tell which is which here. That's much more biscuity and much more bready on the taste, that one. That's a really drinkable beer, that. That's really clean. Really clean. That's clean, it's sharp, it's zesty, it's refreshing. It's lemony. Is that the one that was a little bit hazy? Can't tell, actually. That one's clearer than that one. So I think I know which one's which. I don't actually know which one I prefer, though. So I'll tell you now. I'm thinking that's the Krombacher. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm getting serious Pilsner vibes from that one. It's coming... So now on the finish here, I'm getting... kind of like almost toffee. With a bit of biscuit. Which is strange. Like a toffee biscuit. This one tastes a little bit dirtier. If this is the Singha, I'm not getting any of that kind of apple that I was talking about with the when I was doing against the Polana. Could be wrong though. But I failed to tell the difference between the Singha and the Warsteiner. So maybe I can't tell the difference between a Singha and a Krombacher either. Because this one's tasting quite bitter. Quite bitter on entry. And the bitterness is going straight through the taste. It's not going away. It's staying with you. This one you're getting a bitterness up front, which is ebbing away and leaving kind of a smooth, a little bit of maltiness, a bit of toffee. They both taste like similar kind of types of beer almost, really. This one's cleaner, got more. See, the thing is that, again, a nice little aftertaste that comes a little bit later. That makes me think this is the Singha. So I don't know, really. I honestly don't know which one's which out of these. I'm not sure which one I prefer. So I might have to try a bit longer. It's close. It's closer than I thought it was going to be. Oh, that one's got that's a bit gassier, that one. Is that a hint? Not this again. Because I know the ever so slightly gassiness of the Singha kind of helped swing it for the Paulaner in the final. Was it that one that made me burp? I don't know. See, that's got a lovely aftertaste. So that's got a nice little biscuity aftertaste that comes later. So they both have that, really, which... That's giving me real, though, German sort of Pilsner, sitting in Austria in the mountains, or Germany in the mountains. Just having one of these. Nice and smooth, not gassy at all. I'm going to look like a bit of a Burke if I get these the wrong way around again. Which do I prefer? Which do I prefer? This is a lot drier. It's a lot drier than that one. This one's a bit sweeter. This one's sweeter and more malty. This is cleaner and crisper. I do like a full flavour, but I do like a clean, crisp one. And this is really giving me clean, crisp Pilsner vibes. And I think when you do a Pilsner well, it's really good. And this is either Singha or a Pilsner done really well, which is bizarre. Yeah, because it's got a nice, lovely bitterness on the front there. Ebbs away. I think I've picked the right winner because I don't think either of these are as good as Polana. Yeah, it's an ever so slightly dirtiness in this flavour, which is going to swing it for this one. So, yeah, this one's cleaner. That's got a little bit of dirtiness in the flavour. I'm enjoying drinking this one more, I think. They're both really good beers. I'm not enjoying them quite as much as I do the Polana, but I just think the Polana is branching into a slightly more, a higher league, really, along with all those Booths, Hellas's and stuff like that, in my opinion. But to be honest, they're both really nice. So there you go. This one is going to be my number 2, whatever it is. So this is going to be second place. I'm going to guess this is the Krombacher, but we'll find out when I come back. I'll tell you what, the Singha really is the scourge of my taste tests, I tell you, because I do not know what Singha tastes like at all, and I never will. This was the Singha, and this was the Krombacher, which is interesting, and it shows that I should have done this, really, because I just thought the Krombacher was very close to the Polana. I couldn't choose between them, you know, and so I thought that this would romp it against the Singha. But no, this is the Singha. The one that I said was better was the Singha. The Krombacher does have a little bit of dirtiness in the flavour. Yeah, it's got a serious bit of dirtiness in the flavour, but I think it's just compared to the Singha. Yeah, there's something in there. Just double checking. Yeah, now that one is actually fizzier. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's cleaner than that. That's got that beautiful aftertaste. That beautiful aftertaste is what should have made me think it was the Singha. Still got a tiny little bit of that appliness in it. But it's just so clean. It's just so clean, and it does really well, giving kind of German Pilsner vibes. It tastes like a German Pilsner. It just does. That's why I couldn't tell it against the Warsteiner. That's why I couldn't tell it against the Krombacher. It's crazy. It just does. It tastes like a German Pilsner. It's got a similar flavour profile. It's got a nice bitterness on the front, lovely aftertaste, really crisp, really clean. This one, yeah, it's good as well. But there is a little bit of a dirtiness in the flavour there. There is a bit of dirtiness in that there isn't in that. So I've got to say, I know there's a lot of love for this one. And I was wondering whether it would fare against the Singha. I wonder whether this would beat it. I wonder whether this would be the number 2 lager. But it's not. It is not. It's just not. Yeah, it's going down. The Singha is such an extraordinary beer. And the thing is, when I was trying this, because I forgot which one I said was which, when I tasted this, I kind of thought, oh, I might be wrong actually, because I tasted that little bit of apple just in the background that I got with the Singha. And the thing is, you notice it because it's such a clean taste. Because it's such a clean taste, I taste a tiny little bit of apple in the background. It's not as prevalent in this one as it was in the one against the Polana. There's definitely a little bit of apple in the background of that one. Gotta say though, both amazing. Both amazing beers. Really hard to tell the difference. It was the fact that this had a cleaner taste, this was a bit dirtier, that swung it. Which it is. I mean, this is better than Warsteiner, but it's I put this as number 3, I think. Will I test it against the Menabrea, or will I just call it a day there? I don't know. But at the moment, this is the honorary number 2. This is definitely number 2. This is the second best beer you can buy at the supermarkets. It's been tested and double tested, and what can I say? The Singha just manages to do it. Well, there we go. All done. That's it. Until next time, have a good one.